That's it? Yes, sir. All right, well, we go a little more detail. Oh, Lord, I told you they're not playing with me, brother. What should one do when they have a man that does not wish to work? Leave. Leave. No. No one can tell another person when they should give up on a relationship.
That's right.
Say that again. You know when enough is enough.
That's right.
You know when enough is enough. You know how much of an investment you've made in a relationship. And hopefully you know, marriage is not day trading. Anybody know what day trading is? Day trading, it's people that do day trading. That means that they sell stock every 4 or 5 minutes all day. Buy some, keep it for 15 minutes, it goes up 1 point, sell it.
Right.
So then you got something called mutual funds. It's called a long-term investment.
That's right.
So you can't go into marriage, which is a long-term investment, with a day trading mentality.
Oh, man, come on.
If this man that does not wish to work has, for the first 8 years you've been together, been someone that always did work hard, maybe he's just in a rut right now. And he doesn't need criticism, he needs encouragement. Maybe something's going on in his mind that he's disturbed, that he needs to be waking up from. But if you've got a long-term relationship where a man has a consistent pattern of being a lazy man, that don't even sound right, does it? That's an oxymoron. You know what an oxymoron is, right? It's when you put 2 words together to describe one thing, but those 2 words are opposite of one another. A ham sandwich on wheat bread. See, what the hell? Why, if it's ham, hell, eat it on white bread. Ain't no sense in trying to get no healthy, no fiber. Ain't no sense in getting no grains. It's oxymoron. A freed slave.
Wow.
How can you be a free? Either you're free or you're a slave.
True.
It should be an oxymoron to be called a lazy man.
Come on, man.
A man is a worker. A man is a producer. A man is a hunter. A man is a go-getter. You don't need the New Testament, the Old Testament, Al-Fatiha or Al-Nas. You don't need no Metu Netta. You don't need no teacher to teach you that as a man. Every man, so let me tell you something. If you got a lazy man, it's a choice. Because in every man there is a built-in self-validation system. Man measures himself off of what he is, what he does, and how much he makes doing it. You don't need, and if you got a man that does not have a strong enough self-validation system in him where he cares enough about his own pride, his own dignity, his own self-worth, his own reputation, his own legacy,
Well,
then you're in a rough situation.
man,
And I'm going to say this to any brother. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said that when a woman works and brings money into the home, that is an added blessing.
Yes, say that.
But as a man, you should feel bad if your wife has to work to feed you and your family. Did you hear the minister's language? Now, look, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan is so brilliant of a teacher. He's the only person that can say something with no notes that can be transcribed and look like he sat down and thought it out in detail. And I'm saying this is a master teacher God has given us.
Yes, sir.
He said that a man should feel bad if his wife has to work to feed you and your family. Everything that a woman does should be a contribution to the thriving of a home, not to the surviving of a home. This makes sense. As a man, we should be producing enough to survive.